What's going on, guys? It's Nick from DMG Lacrosse, and I wanted to show you my newest piece of equipment. I Instagrammed this a couple days ago, so you've probably already seen it. It's the Nemesis 2 that I had sent out to Rob Warren, aka Mad Laxer, and I've had this piece of mesh lying around for a while. 20D piece of Carolina DeVolt DMG mesh goalie, and I thought what other cool way would be to throw it on a stick. It's got so many cool features. I'll get into every one of them in a sec, but let me just put the stick down just for a sec. So yeah, I had the idea. I was playing in a men's league, and I said to myself, you know, why not try to make the switch to goalie? And it was something that I thought that would be a cool idea. You know, I'm not really the greatest runner, so I said to myself, oh, what can I do to still play? And I said, man, it'd probably be cool to play goalie. And yeah, since we're all beginners anyway, it doesn't really matter. Not going to really be taking 90-mile-an-hour shots. I didn't have a goalie stick, and I talked to Rob, and I said, hey, listen, I got a piece of mesh. I'm not the greatest goalie stringer. I know that you're the king at it, and no doubt, I know you guys have seen all of this stuff from those humongous channeled out goalie pockets. And me and him just collaborated a little bit, and I said I had a two-tone piece of mesh. You know, he gave me an insight on what head I should buy, and this kind of came together. So basically, the features of it is did with 3 across, 3 straights, and white on the Carolina DeVolt, which has a really good hue. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it's very, very bright, and it has a 2-row of green, so that's really cool. He did the triangle tops in Volt and Carolina, which is really cool because the Carolina matches up perfectly with the color of the head, and 1 nylon. As you guys know, the Nemesis 2 features the SimRail technology, so that actually carved out a whole bunch of plastic on each side. At first, I know you guys have seen the regular Nemesis heads, and they had the regular Nemesis, the Nemi Light, and then this one. So I think the first one only had, as far as sidewall holes go, I think it only had, well, for every sidewall hole there, I'm sure they skipped one, and probably only had 10 holes going down the side. But nonetheless, this stick is really cool. I like it. At first, when I got it, it felt and looked like a humongous spoon. You really can't see too much of the offset on it, but if you get close enough, you can actually see that it's got a lot of surface area. For being a stick that, when you look at it one way, try to flip that around, one way just going like this, you say, oh, yeah, it's kind of small, but it actually, because when it twists out, but then you look at it that way, kind of gives you a different view, which is cool. And the channel on it, it's actually really, really nice. Let me flip that around. He did a shooter for the bottom, not a shooter, sidewall for the bottom. So, I don't know, it looks really cool. You guys can tell me what you think. And I got it on the gate ice right now, just for show and tell. But probably gonna put it on a different shaft. I'm throwing around with it. Throw is really cool. A lot of cool stuff to say about this. So yeah, and some lights at. Ooh, look at that channel. So on the sides, you can see that it doesn't really look too much offset, but it does have an offset. So nonetheless, let me show you that gorgeous channel that it came with. Excuse me for a second. Oh, because it just fell on the floor. So that's what it's going to come with. It's probably about, if I have to say, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 3.5 balls, 3-4 balls deep. So really not that deep. Enough that it'll give you a lot of control. And it has a great release. When you throw, you can really feel it off that nylon, and you don't really get too much lip, which is, I guess, pretty good. Like I said, I'm not that experienced yet as far as how to tell what's a good throwing goalie stick, but that's why I went to Rob and suggested that he strung up this one for me. So yeah, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Boom. The only other thing that I wanted to talk about is I'll be stocking up Rob on his website. Which I don't know off the top of my head, but if you guys hit him up off Instagram or email or YouTube, I think it's madlaxer11 something 85. I think it's something like that. But anyway, if you search through Instagram for Mad Laxer, it'll come up, and it'll take you directly to his Big Cartel website. He has an option where you can send him your goalie stick and have it strung with basically whatever kind of mesh. So I sent him over 3 pieces of 20D white. So if you guys want your stick strung with 20D white, and you're not, I guess, if you don't want to string it yourself and you want it just to be done and have a sweet pocket, because he's pretty known as doing some really cool goalie strings. So, and obviously not to say that you can't string them yourself if you're a goalie, but yeah. So if you're looking for that option, it's there. Just contact Rob. I'm sure I'll link him in the description. I'll link his YouTube channel in the description, so you have all that information. So when you go to the checkout on his website, you can select 20 diamond or 12 diamond DMG mesh, and it'll start off in white solid, see how good we do, and go from there. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe his price starts, including the materials, I think it is, for just Gimalax, it's 40 for the goalie stringing, including everything, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then it goes up from there depending on what kind of wax mesh you want. Obviously, with DMG mesh being a relatively low price for the great quality that you're going to get, it'll probably match the Gimalax price. So if you go to him and talk, I'm sure you can get something cool. So yeah, the only other thing that I was thinking about just changing just for kicks was the bottom string into a shooter. I tried that and saw how it would look before I put it through, but it didn't really look so well, so I just keep it as it is. Really nice ball stop, ties in really nice with the jewel. Like I said, with the sim rail twist, it flares out nice on this stick, so it's pretty flat up top, almost like an Eclipse. The only thing different on this head that he strung, that maybe he does a little bit differently, is he strings the top up pretty high, which I've seen a few different goalies do. I've seen this on Jesse Schwartzman's head. Instead of going to the back, that's how I've always done it. The top string, starting up at the back, pulling it up and pretty tight. Actually, not pulling it up the back, but starting from the back. But maybe this is just an easier way of doing it. I know 20D stretches a lot, and there's only so many holes up top, so you got to stretch some of them holes, the ones you don't use, to the left, and that's pretty much it. As far as pattern goes in this stick, I'm not really going to divulge that because that's kind of like Rob's thing. Told me that that's kind of like what he's working on. It's kind of like a twin of one of his pockets, so just out of respect, I'm not going to give that out. I mean, if I strung these pockets, I'd maybe give one out, but just for the respect that it takes him a while to do these types of pockets, string them, put them all together for you guys and whatnot, so I'm just going to leave it as is. But what a beaut. Looks so awesome. I mean, I can never get the best shot out of this because, like I said, it is so bright, and we have a very mucky day outside. I'll show you. Not really the greatest. So, but yeah, it looks really cool. I thought to myself what colors I wanted to use with this, and it just came out really well using the Volt in Carolina. So yeah, and he was actually kind enough to send the material back that he didn't use, which obviously I would have just let him keep, but he was nice enough to do that. And yeah, so basically how the whole thing worked out is, since I know him pretty well, I told him that yeah, I was looking for a goalie stick. He told me the Nemi 2 is a pretty good option, so I ordered off Lax Monkey, had it shipped directly to his house, and I sent the mesh directly to his place. He got it in, he got the head first, the mesh second, strung it up, and sent it back. He has a few photos of this on Instagram, which got a lot of hits. But yeah, so that's kind of like the route that I went when I did it with him. But yeah, definitely a really cool stick. Looks really cool when it's just sitting there. Long view. I don't know how many other shots you can do it. I was outside playing some wall ball and just taking a few regular shots with this, and it might look like a monster bag on it, but it really doesn't. It's got a really sweet channel that goes right up to that bottom shooter. So yeah, I mean, the release, like I said, is great. The shot is great. I might end up taking the shaft off, because I cut this thing down to, and it's not even a goalie shaft, so it's a attack shaft. I cut it down from 30 to I think 28, just to get a, try to see what would happen if I had a couple inches off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the stick. So if you haven't tried the Nemi 2 as a goalie stick, I'd probably say go for it. A lot of technology in it. A lot of weight sacrifice taken out. And it's definitely a winner. Comes in all kinds of colors too, I believe. I think it comes in white, black, and gray right now. I don't think they have it in like green, Carolina, all those other awkward colors. For the most part, goalies use black and white heads anyways. That's from what I've seen. And if they want to get something custom, you can always get it dyed. Another thing that I thought was a little bit tricky, if somebody did get this, a head dyed on this, as a scoop is very flat, the inner scoop, since they did carve away some points on the inner plastic, it might be hard to lay vinyl down on the inside there. You might have to use a whole bunch of different pieces to get it if you did an inside out, or if you were just going to lay flat stickers on it, it'd probably be a little bit difficult to get that done. But I'm sure anything's possible. I know Lacrosse Unlimited does a lot of work like that, and soon I'll be getting into that, because I just got a vinyl cutter, and I'm going to be working with a lot of new stickers, dyes. I'm going to be adding a whole bunch of more products to the website, as well as, when you guys send your sticks in to me, you can have the option to add custom lettering on the top, which will be cool. I'll be able to cut out all kinds of different logos, numbers, stickers, whatever you guys want, and be able to do that, which is kind of cool. It's something I wanted to do for a while, and now I have the means to do it, which is great. So, not really going to make too much more on this video. I'm going to keep it relatively short, under 15 minutes. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to know, shoot the questions at the bottom in the comments section, or you can always email me at dmg1at@gmail.com. I do these pieces on the regular, 2 color fades on 20D, 12D. I sell a whole bunch of white goalie mesh, so it's on the website, and it's relatively priced, pretty cheap. So yeah, pick it up while you can, and that's pretty much it. So talk to you guys later. Hopefully you guys liked the vid, and definitely throw Rob a like, or just say hello, because he's a really cool dude. So, alright guys, hopefully you like the stick as much as I do, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, talk to you guys later, and have a good day.